Okay, so we're going to go through and answer a few of these questions. We're going to have to find what the polynomial is in standard form, what degree it is, the classification of that degree, the number of terms it has, and then what is the classification of the polynomial by the number of terms that it has. So in this case, we have just -3. So we don't have to rearrange from greatest or highest exponent to lowest. So we are just going to write standard form as -3. Now, because it doesn't have an exponent, it really kind of has like a 0. So the degree for this is going to be 0. That classification, so we look at the degree, so we have 0. That's going to be a constant. The number of terms that it has is 1 because there's only one number here. And that means that it's going to be a monomial. Okay, this one now has 2 terms. We have to figure out what the degrees are of each to see if it's in standard form. This one has a degree of 0, this term, and this term has a degree of 3. So to put it in standard form, we are going to put it from greatest exponent to least amount of exponents. So this one's going to be -3x, or 3x to the third power. And then we have to make sure we keep this positive, so we're going to say +5. The degree for this one is that we always take the highest degree here. So the highest degree is going to be 3. The classification for that is going to be cubic. In this case, we have 2 terms here because we have a term here, the plus sign, and another term. So we have 2 terms. So if we have 2 terms in our polynomial, it's going to be a binomial. This one, we're going to find our degrees here. So we have 0, a degree of 1 here, and a degree of 2. So this is not in standard form, so we have to go highest to lowest or greatest to least. So this is a positive 2x, so we're just going to put 2x squared. This is a negative x here, so we're going to bring the minus over. And then this is a positive 10, so we're going to do plus 10. Because 2 is the highest degree, that is going to be the degree of our polynomial. That means that it is a quadratic for its classification for the number of degrees. And then it has 3 terms, so that means it's going to be a trinomial. So this one we have to look at, we have to find the number of degrees here. So we have 4, 1, because there's really imaginary 1 right there. We have a 2, and we have a 5. So it is not in standard form, so we're going to switch it. So we got x to the 5th power minus x to the 4th plus, or minus 3x squared, and then plus 11x. The highest degree here is 5, so that's going to be our degree. That means that it's a quintic. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Anything with 4 or more is going to be just a polynomial for the classification. Then we have, let's find our degrees here. So we have 0 and then 1. So we're going to do 2x minus 15. The degree is 1 because that's our highest. It's going to be linear. And then it has 2 terms because we have 2x and 15 or -15, and that is going to be a binomial.